Troyer. And Phil is General Counsel for NRP Financial. He has been a legislative assistant, Congressman Dan Coates, a Deputy Press Secretary for Senator Dan Coates, Northeast Indiana Regional Director for Senator Coates and Lugar, a campaign manager for Rick Hawks for Congress. Currently married with one daughter, Kate, she's 10. Why you should be nominated? No one can claim I entered this race as a political opportunist. When I filed my candidacy in November of 2009, I knew I faced long odds in challenging an entrenched incumbent. However, I also knew my daughter faced a tenuous future if we did not begin slashing our national debt and return to conservative principles. After speaking with voters across the 3rd District during the primary, they understand I am a solid fiscal and social conservative who will challenge politics as usual in Washington. At the same time, they know I have the Capitol Hill experience and contacts to be effective from the very first day. As a result, I truly believe I offer Republicans the best opportunity to regain the voters' trust and retain this seat in November. Phil Troyer. Dennis Wright. He is the CEO of Worco Incorporated. He was a primary candidate for the U.S. House, first in '76 and most recently in 1994. He's married to Susie, and they have 4 children and 3 grandchildren. The top reason he should be nominated, he feels, is trust is an invaluable bond, hard-earned and easily lost. The trust between the people and their government has been betrayed by many who seek a career in politics. Small business is second only to the military in having the trust of the American people. I am a small business owner with manufacturing plants in Avila, Kendallville, and Butler in the district as well as Champaign, Illinois. We employ hundreds and we have their trust. My motivation to represent the people of the 3rd District has nothing to do with a political career or climbing a political ladder and everything to do with following only one agenda, the people's wishes. And doing so by fighting in Congress to reflect my constituents' desires, especially on key issues such as national defense, health care, fiscal spending, education, and energy. I am confident I can earn that trust and keep this seat in conservative hands to win the battle for the soul of America. Dennis Wright. Greg Dickman. He is a business owner and manager of West Edge Center Incorporated. He worked to elect Bert Dickman to City Council at large and 2 terms as mayor of the city of Auburn. He's been married for 32 years, has 2 children and 2 grandchildren. The top reason he should be nominated, I have innovative solutions that will allow us to end the corruption in the legislatures, to restore prosperity to our country, and to regain control of our laws for the people. Greg Dickman. He is an unemployed telecommunications executive and part-time flight instructor. He has been an intern for Congressman Dan Coates, a campaign manager for Dan Keith for Congress in the special election in 1989, campaign manager for Brooks Mounsey for sheriff, and a candidate for the Indiana House of Representatives. He is divorced. He is the father of 3 boys, ages 16, 14, and 11. He believes he should be nominated because I have been through the special election process before. I know what it is like to deal with unemployment and the challenges that families are facing. I am committed to building healthy communities, evidenced by my work in the Fort Wayne area recovery community, the ability to turn setbacks into comebacks in life and business, and he is committed to excellent constituent services. Lonnie Powell. Mike Foster. He is a FedEx Corporation employee for 29 years, the owner of Foster's Domestic Services for 17 years, Allen County Sheriff's Department Chief Deputy of the Reserves for 29 years. He was a nominee for the U.S. Congress in 2000, a candidate for Allen County Sheriff in 2006. He's been married to his wife for 31 years. They have 3 children and 7 grandchildren. He says, my clear vision for restoring the House and a diverse blend of occupations will provide real conservative representation for common frontline Americans. Mike Foster. Bob Morris is the self-employed owner of Health Kit Food Store, a farmer, and a trucking entrepreneur. He was 2007 Republican for Fort Wayne City Council at large. He is married, his wife and Aaron, for 12 years, and they have 5 children. Why you should be nominated? My lack of political experience actually makes me more formidable. I will not be persuaded to turn away from truth in action or word. I have lived by Hoosier values all my life. My entrepreneurial experience gives me unique perspective. I am committed to restoring the prosperity of America, not through government, but through some small business and family farms. This is Bob Morris. Liz Brown, City of Fort Wayne Common Council. She is an at-large representative. She has served her first term on Fort Wayne City Council at-large representative, and she is also a Republican precinct chair. She's been married to Dr. Stephen Brown for 28 years, has 7 children, ages 27 down to 17. Why should she be nominated? Indiana's 3rd Congressional District needs a candidate who can prove that he or she is not afraid to challenge the Washington bureaucracy and to make Congress justify the dollars it spends. It is time to force our government to see that their current practices of excessive spending and increasing our deficit are not acceptable for Indiana or for our country. I am that candidate, and I am not afraid. Liz Brown. State Senator Marlin Stutzman. He is a farmer, a small businessman, self-employed, and a state senator for the state of Indiana. He's a precinct committeeman in LaGrange County. He's had 3 terms in the House of Representatives from 03 to 08, and his first term in the Indiana State Senate from 08 until the current. He's married to Christy. They have 2 sons, Peyton and Preston. The reasons he should be nominated: having served the people of 5 out of the 8 counties in this district for several years, and having a homegrown knowledge of the challenges we face in Northeast Indiana is something that I can bring to the table and which no other candidate can claim. With a background in small business, agriculture, and the legislative process at the State House and Senate, I bring a full-spectrum, conservative approach with experience, commitment to our values, and a proven record of winning campaigns in Northeast Indiana. Marlin Stutzman. Ryan Elijah is employed as a news anchor with a local network affiliate here in Fort Wayne. He was appointed by Jacksonville, Florida Mayor John Delaney to serve on the Mayor's Council. He's been married for 14 years to his wife Tasha, and they have 2 boys, Jake and Luke. The top reason he should be nominated: I'm an effective communicator with a history of solving problems for people at the federal level. I will be a strong conservative voice for the Republican Party. Ryan Elijah. And finally, Wes Culver, self-employed. He owns 6 credential real estate offices, security installation company, a bed and breakfast, a property management company, a custom home builder, and a landscape trailer manufacturer. He has been a state representative since 2008. He's been married to Val for 29 years. They have 4 children. Craig works in the family business. Chelsea's in college. Sydney is 4. That's right, 4. That's what it says. He says, we adopted after our other children were grown, and they lost son Chad in 2002 at the age of 19. He says, my entire life I have endeavored to find unique solutions to difficult problems. With a proven track record of getting things accomplished in the office and private sectors, I have the background and experience needed to represent the 3rd District. We are all frustrated with the direction our county is going, but it will take more than words to get things changed. It will take real solutions and hard work. Qualities I bring to the table. I will dedicate 100% of my time, energy, and experience to ensure that the values that this great nation was founded on are upheld. The bottom line is this: I understand that we, the people, are the true drivers of innovation, job creation, and real, lasting solutions, and that government is at its best when it does the least and it gets out of the way. Wes Culver. What we're going to do now is we will invite our assistant to come with the questions, and we will go to the person in round